we are looking at today the hanged man ritual, which is called in Illuminism the Good Shepherd ritual, which is on offer to you for a mere $5,000. Because, as you know, out of the kindness of my heart, I'm offering all the Illuminati technology which made them rulers of the world, potentially, to low-level peasants to piss them off. What's the basis of the Hanged Man tarot card, Good Shepherd ritual? Well, it simply means that we get a sublime good soul who, of his own free will, agrees to protect the sheep being the chaos-possessed entities, strange attractor, and in the process all the sins, karma, of the chaos entity, Zion, can be downloaded into the Good Shepherd, so the Good Shepherd gets eternal torture, producing the sublime good from the karma of the chaos entity, the Zion entities, to allow them to have all the riches of the world. That, if you don't believe me, I'm saying, oh, he's anti-Semitic, he's making it up. Oh my goodness. No, look in A. Waite's Holy Kabbalah, look under the Good Shepherd ritual. You'll find it there in plain English text from a Victorian gentleman from the 18th century who was head of the occult order, which was top of the Illuminati tree. Now, what's good for the Golden Dawn is good for our customers. We want, of course, to replicate the ability to download all our evil deeds into Good Shepherds, hanged men, so that they suffer eternally and we get all of the good things in life. Remember, the Illuminati have been doing this to Christ. The Sanhedrin, the money changers, were the millennial old versions of the chaos entities, avatars. They did it to Buddha, poisoned, so that the chaos entities could prosper. And now in the modern day, we've got Christ Assange, tortured in Belmarsh, according to the UN and various other bleating wankers like Pilger, who was a good shepherd trying to show us the iniquity of the US military. And leading the chaos sheep into the promised land of Greta Thunberg. Now, be that as it may, the principles of the Illuminati work. So if you can dump your evil karma into someone who's willing to take it, you get to become super rich and powerful. Why zero-sum game? It's like in the banking system. Here we are, punter, accept debt. Quadrillions in debt. Zero-sum game. That means I'm quadrillions rich. It's simple, complex money energy. Now, thanks to Bloom and Perry, the two preeminent fucktards of the 21st century, the Total War Service has accumulated all the energy from the Good Shepherd ritual to give you all the riches in the world, complex number energy. All of it accumulated to what? If you don't believe it, look at the stock markets and the financial indicators over the next year. Once Perry and Bloom married, the damnation of Perry could be dumped into Bloom, who of course is self-similar to the Rothschilds, Rockefellers and the rest of the Zionist Jews that run the world economy. Damning them, they become the Good Shepherd, and the money, complex money energy, has to come somewhere to the person who was going to be tortured to death, whose ramblings would have no effect on reality, who's going to be crushed like a flea, and was going to have a car crash when he went back to the UK. Yours truly. Unfortunately for them, I did a preemptive strike to gain it all. So when you see the stock market and all the financial indicators going down and down this year to a depression, that complex number money energy has to come somewhere. But that is the past. That's the energy that proto-Assanges, primeval Assanges, all the way back to Christ and Buddha, have donated to produce this energy. All of that accumulated, whoosh, to yours truly, with the Total War Service. So, if you want that energy, spend $10,000, buy the Total War Service. In this video though, taking it beyond that, we want to take over the ability to scapegoat, deathgoat, Good Shepherd sacrifice, good-hearted people, to accept our sins so that we get all the good things in the world. Luckily, just by chance, maybe not because of the Total War Service, we've got all of the frontline workers in the health industry dying to save the sheep. Every one of them that dies or suffers is a good shepherd, because they're good shepherds. Look at the good shepherd ritual in AU8. They are protecting the sheep from evil, which in this case is the embodiment, the manifestation of the total war service. The complete reversal of the good shepherd ritual, giving what? All the complex money, energy, all the good things in life, taken away from the former holders, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Zion. The manifestation in this case, controversial. Which is collapsing the stock market as we speak, is the coronavirus, which was a weaponized version of SARS, where idiots stuck on HIV receptors onto the surface of SARS to make it 10 to 100 times or 1,000 times more contagious. Allegedly, according to the media reported in Zero Hedge and RT, this was done by the Chinese in Wuhan, and their lab animals that were surviving, the staff sold to the market, even though they were infected with this weaponized HIV form of flu. Now, be that as it may, the effect of a weaponized coronavirus with HIV, Ebola, has the potential to collapse the world monetary system, which is doing as we speak. Stock market collapsing, Geneva Motor Show cancelled, just started. Panic across the world, all of the migrants in the inner cities of the West going batshit crazy, burning down every inner city in the West. Just for starters. Which is pretty irrelevant, because the bottom line is all of the complex money energy that the Rothschild Sanhedrin got from good shepherds has all come back to what? Zero sum game. They said they crushed me like a flea and my ramblings would have no effects on reality. Led by the dowager bitch of the Rothschild, Serena Rothschild, who is dead. Now, of course, we go into the next stage, which is to take over the whole ritual, because what's good for the Rothschild Sanhedrin, Illuminati, is good for our customers. We want to take over the ability to dump our karma, our evil. Are you evil? Into good shepherds, which in this case are not police officers, who I've got great respect for. or military personnel who I've got great respect for. But medical personnel who will be dying like flies administering to the coronavirus victims. The new Good Shepherds. These, of course, allow our customers, once they paid $5,000, to dump all of the evil they've done in their lives, and if they believe in reincarnation, all their previous karmas, they can dump them into these Good Shepherds, and in return, zero-sum game, get all the riches in the world to them, to become the new Illuminati hierarchy, taking over from the Rothschilds. We see from the angst of the royal family, with Andrew being best friends with Epstein, Virginia Andrews accusing him of being a paedophile, and Nygaard, another of his friends, now being under investigation for being a paedophile rapist. And the wonderful, the gorgeous, the glorious Meghan, accusing the royal family of racism so she had to run away to Canada. And now they won't even pay for her protection in Vancouver. All of this indicates that the great and the good who were put up there by the Good Shepherd ritual are falling. And of course they need to be replaced by our customers. Don't you want to be a billionaire, trillionaire, ruling the world and having absolute control over everybody? It's got to be good. Now, how do we take over the Good Shepherd ritual? Well, first of all, the symbolic, magical archetype for the Good Shepherd ritual is the hangman. Remember the Vatican banker who was hung off a bridge by one leg? This hanged man has been fully manifested for Zion as Epstein dead, Weinstein, the Hollywood rapist, Ramshorn, kill one, take all the good out of the other. Epstein, Weinstein, Polanski, not wanting to go to the French awards because people will accuse him of being a rapist who drugged and raped a 14-year-old, even though he's convicted of it. Woody Allen, the doyen of Hollywood, little Jew, paedophile. Please, Woody Allen, take the call. I'm begging you. Nygaard, linked up, I think, with Virginia's Secrets, that was funneling Virginia's Secrets models to Epstein, paedophile Jew, now accused of being a paedophile rapist. The Hollywood Jews, whole series of films going on about the paedophile Jews in Hollywood, slowly rising to the surface. All of these, who used to be up here because of the Good Shepherd ritual, down there. Zero-sum game. So with the hanged man ritual, we deliberately go after Good Shepherds. And luckily, for you, my customer, we've literally got hundreds of thousands of good shepherds, all awaiting download for your evil karma. The health professionals who are going to suffer and die treating the coronavirus outbreak, which came from the Bloom Perry anti-grail, antichrist vehicle that released all of that good shepherd complex money energy which the Sanhedrin Rothschilds had accumulated over time, back to me. Think of already in China, the health professionals who've died trying to save the sheep. The ones in Japan about to die, the ones in South Korea about to die, the ones in Europe about to die, the ones in America about to die. I don't like to be too controversial. You know me, I like to be politically correct. But they're going to die. A lot of health professionals are going to get a huge viral load of coronavirus, this bioengineered weapon system. And it's all well and good for white people who are less vulnerable to the coronavirus unless they're old or ill or have immunological problems, because they don't have the receptor in the same abundance that the Chinese, the Japanese and the Koreans have. Nevertheless, if you're in a hospital where you're inundated in coronavirus from endless streams of coronavirus victims spewing coronavirus at you, you're going to die. Which of course is great for us black magicians, because we've got a whole line of good shepherds willing to die for the sheep, which is the good shepherd ritual. So the more I sin, the richer I get. The more I sin, the more powerful I get. The nastier I am, the more powerful I get with the good shepherd ritual. Taken from the Rothschilds, who said they crushed me like a flea in my ramblings, but have no effect on reality. So as you can see, the Rothschilds are my benefactors. Now, because I like to spread the torment, offering the $5,000 service to anyone who wants the Good Shepherd ritual for themselves. Here, we're not making complex number money energy from what's already gone before. We're making it from what's coming in the future. Because remember, coronavirus is going to spread around the planet. It's going to become a pandemic. We're going to have riots. Look at 2011 in London, the burning of London by the Negroes, Manchester and other cities. Loads of energy. Can you imagine when coronavirus strikes Britain and migrant-infested Germany and France and my cameraman, who's Swedish, his beloved Sweden, whereas the only purpose of this white cameraman is to serve his migrant masters. And in America, the the new American bill by 44 of the Democrats, Ocasio-Cortez, Omar, Tlaib, etc., which means deporting rapist, murderous migrants, is illegal, and you must pay to bring them back. And the migrant rapist murderers, the MJ13s and the rest, have more rights than the indigenous population. This, of course, is pure Good Shepherd ritual land. So with the election of burning the Bolshevik Sanders, the full Good Shepherdization of America is assured. So vote Bernie, because you know MJ13 is good for your little girls, your wives, to get nice Hispanic rape babies and a bullet in the head for you, the white males. If you think that's racist, look at what MJ13 do in Nicaragua and Mexico and the rest of Hispanicville. So please, vote Democrat for the Good Shepherd ritual. You know it makes sense for us, black magicians. Now, of course, the Good Shepherd ritual is making new complex number energy. What's complex number energy? He's rattling on about complex number energy. No. It takes you from real number space to C space. Once you're in C space, you can eye to the eye and make anything you like. Corporations, Federal Reserve, Bank of England, European Bank, Bank of International Settlements in Basel, all the mansions of the Rothschilds, they got millions. Their fleets of cars and yachts and art collections and everything. Every single Western company is owned by the Rothschilds because the companies are funded by banks and the banks owe their fealty to the Rothschild-controlled Federal Reserve, Bank of England, European Bank, IMF, International Bank of Settlements. Now, of course, we've simply deposed them. The Rothschilds, of course, don't believe that this could possibly happen to them because they're Jewish and they're superior because they're Sanhedrin. Unfortunately for them, Christ had the power, but he was a white magician. Yours truly is a black magician. I like causing harm. I like fucking over vermin. In fact, it's my abiding obsession. So, I like causing harm, controversy, and I like trolls, who of course are good shepherds. So please, troll me. I need trolls, more videos online trolling me, because you are good shepherds protecting the sheep from evil and therefore giving me more energy. So I want millions of troll videos. The more troll videos, the better. I don't want any Twitter shite or Facebook shite. Full length, hour-long videos, 10-hour-long videos, non-stop videos to feed me power. This, of course, indicates why I'm so controversial and in your face, and are on timrifat.com, haters headquarters, to upset you because I'm doing the Good Shepherd ritual, to drain you not of the complex number of money energy gained by the Rothschilds, Sanhedrin, but to make new stuff, because what they made is not enough for me. I want to be able to produce infinite amounts in the future, and I therefore need a whole host of good shepherds. Luckily, all of the medical staff around the planet have agreed to be my good shepherds to feed me. Luckily, all of the financial professionals around the planet who want to save the hedge funds and banks and pension funds from the ongoing nightmare collapse are my good shepherds. Please, please, I want more. I want more of you to try and save the planet. Greta Thunberg and the climate activists are good shepherds trying to save the sheep from the download of karma which I've downloaded into the planet, to cause harm. So Greta Thunberg is the new female Christ linking up with Assange. Assange and Greta Thunberg are the two Christs here to save us. Feeding my customers with money energy so we become the new super rich. In part 2, we'll look at how we can apply the Hanged Man ritual to benefit us, the vampires, and fuck everyone else. Remember, I don't want to be too controversial, so this is the edited PG version of the Tony Stark Rifat approach.